Yeah, Laura, according to neighbors, this is where that suspect was living. Again, 31-year-old Cole Allen. A lot of neighbors are out here. I'd estimate dozens of neighbors are out here, really shocked that they're hearing this. The police actually just pushed us back. So we're about 3 houses away right now. Elliot will show you what we're seeing. The FBI arrived here about 15 minutes ago. It appears they're by their police cars, potentially trying to get ready to knock on the door. Now, if you take a look at this video, we actually tried knocking on the suspect's door ourselves. We didn't get any answer, and then you'll see the crowds of people, the members of law enforcement, all here. We did speak with one neighbor moments ago. Here's what he had to say. What do you think about having this person live so close by?
Well, nobody wants anyone bad living that close by, right? So, yeah, I don't. You know, and once again, it's allegations. We don't know the true story, but it seems pretty horrendous so far.
A next-door neighbor actually spoke with me off camera. He said that he had one interaction with this alleged shooter. He described it as odd, but never expected anything like this. But for another vantage point, we're going to go live to Justin O'Brien live in Skyfox above the scene. Justin, what's it look like up there?
Yeah, g'day Matt. It's quite an active scene where you are. I'll just push in, give the audience a bit of a view. Looking at around about 50 to 60 reporters, media on scene here. They arrived very, very quickly as soon as the president made that announcement of who the alleged shooter was. Now, as I turn back towards the house here, we have about 8 FBI agents in the street. I just saw one of those female agents don on a bulletproof vest. As we understand, there are some people inside the house, according to residents, as you said, Matt. So I don't I'm not quite sure whether they're in conversation with people in the house. Now, just referring to the house, there are no lights on that we can see except for the light in the front step. And the only odd part about the house is that the windows covering the garage are blacked out by some type of cloth to what I would describe as expensive vehicles and a scooter in the front yard. But this 1900 block of Gramercy here in Torrance, Gramercy Avenue, is blocked off. We have Torrance Police at the other end of the street. You can see their flashing lights there, shutting down this street to make sure no traffic comes through. It's unclear how FBI is going to handle this. Obviously, they want to go inside to see what's happening. But you've got a large crowd down there with you, Matt. Sending it back down to you.
Yeah, thank you, Justin. I definitely thought it was unusual to see all the windows blacked out, including with the garage. But now joining us live here is a member of the Torrance City Council. Thank you for joining us live tonight. I guess first off, can you update on this situation?
Well, I mean, probably, you guys probably know as much as we do. Obviously, the FBI is the lead agency. Torrance PD is doing a great job trying to assist with that. We're just trying to keep the area safe for the rest of the residents in the area. So.
Are you familiar with the alleged ties the shooter has possibly to the city of Torrance, or we're hearing that he was a teacher, possibly teacher of the year in 2024?
Yeah, I mean, I heard those reports. I know exactly where the gentleman worked. Well, gentleman is a strong word that we probably don't want to use right now, but yeah, we know exactly where the gentleman works, and yeah, he is a local, and it's unfortunate what happened. Yeah.
A pretty well-known school in the area. Is it pretty surprising to hear this coming out? And obviously, this is happening more than 2,000 miles away, and have it linked to Torrance.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happens everywhere, and unfortunately, the link is here to Torrance. It's not a big school. It's actually a tutoring center where the gentleman works. So we're trying to get the pieces together. But all I know is that as a city, we're just trying to keep the neighborhood safe and make sure that the traffic keeps on flowing through, and so that if there is any other emergencies, that we can actually get through and service our residents. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely,
I appreciate that. As he was discussing, just a massive presence out here from the neighborhood. I'd estimate, again, dozens, possibly more than that, neighbors out here, a lot of people with their phones, very curious as to what's going on. I'll go ahead and send it back to you.
Matthew, of course, we're hearing that Cole Allen had deep ties to the South Bay and was educated here in Southern California. There was one report saying that he graduated from Cal State Dominguez. He was a volunteer at JPL, by all accounts, highly educated. I mean, people must be absolutely stunned if they knew him at all to think that this could be the focal point of an investigation of an attempt at this, this really highly publicized affair where the president was there, correspondents there, the first lady, and the cabinet. I mean, they got to be jaw-dropping events for them.
Yeah, I think it is stunning, and that's why we're seeing so many people coming out here in large numbers. We're still trying to figure out exactly the history where this 31-year-old possibly went to high school in the area. But again, just so many people out here, and I think it's just hearing the news of what happened. And again, as you said, their jaws are just dropping tonight.
All right. Thank you so much, Matthew.